What's going on here right now? I can't keep track. What is happening, folks? DrewTube is back again today with another DrewTubing video. If you don't know me, my name is Drew, and let's get straight into the video, nae buggering about. Oops. Later on in this video, I will announce the prize winner of last video's competition. How did you enjoy that? Was it difficult? Because I thought it was rather difficult myself, counting up how many times I said and all that nonsense. But anyway, this wagon is rubbish. I've always hated it. I have always despised it, and for very good reason. So it's decided that another bearing has went, and it's one that you can't grease. It's a big main bearing, and it's screeching like buggery. It's just really old, and this is the second time that's happened. So the first time it happened was maybe 2 years ago, and we got one of the spare wagons that's lying out in the field there. We took the big main one out and took all the chains out, because it drives all 4 chains that works all the horizontal augers, and replaced it, and now this one's went and it's another ball ache. So at the moment I'm blending everything up in the big tub mixer here, feeding it out in the ground and putting half loads in the wee wagon to go through the shed until we get to it, because the big main bit that we took out the wagon the last time has been taken down to the garage, and it's getting re-bearinged for now. But the biggest news of the day is that silly little lean-to that stops us getting a big wagon down that bloody shed and feeding one wagon with a conveyor on it. It's coming down today because the roof's about to fall in. I can just get through it. One of the cross beams fell on me, in the tractor by the way, sorry. It fell on the wee dukes when I was feeding out a load. I don't know if the exhaust disturbed it or something, but decided it was coming down. But the whole roof's coming off, and it'll be better without it anyway, because I think it's going to help this old shed breathe, so like get more air in for the main lot, for their beds, so that they're not getting heat stressed, because they all stand outside during the day, and that's not ideal. You really want dairy cows to lie down. Also, that shed is notorious for leaking when it rains, so it'll be great to finally have 2 working gutters, and in that section it'll just rain in there, but that's not going to be half as much rain as what we were already getting from the leaking gutters, so, and the leaking roof, and you know, everything was hellish. So at least we'll be able to have a gutter on top of the parlour shed now. We'll put a gutter up there once this wee lean-to's out the road, and the job will be a good one, and we'll be thriving, and hopefully in due course we'll get a big bloody wagon with a conveyor on it, and I'll only need 1 fucking wagon. Sorry, I'm just really annoyed with that wagon. I've hated it for years, but yes. At the moment the tractor's on the charger also. It's getting jumped because the battery's flat. One sign of cold, and it's decided, nah, I'm not going to work today. So yeah, it's not even that bloody cold, but the cold kills the battery on that thing. Plus the engine's not right. Plus the starter's not right. There's a lot of the work being done to the tractor itself. So it's a dodgy combo. Dodgy tractor, dodgy wagon. I got too excited too quick there. So between one thing and another, that shed's not coming down today. It's in fact coming down on Wednesday, because one, the skip's not going to come for the roof, and two, the other Manitou. So we need two Manitous, because the boy that is here requires one to do the work and we need one to do our work. So yes, but right, let's get to it. Basically the other Manitou just shat itself. When I was on the shear grab was stuck in the air, couldn't get it down, Manitou wouldn't start, so basically it just went pop. But it's not went pop, it's just overhead fuck, which isn't good either. So I was wondering whether water pump's fucked, but it's the dad thinks it's the thermostat, because if the water pump's fucked, the bearing would be away and the water would be leaking out the bearing. But it's definitely overhead to buggery, and there's water in it before anybody smart arsely says, is there water in it? Because that's the first thing Dad asked. There was water in it. Alright. So hopefully that's nothing majorly damaged about that. So now I need to blend up this wagon, feed it on the ground, put half loads in that wagon, and feed the bloody loads down that shed. And hopefully the roof doesn't fall down. So instead what's happening today is this is all getting levelled out and all the muck getting dragged away and getting set up for a big concrete path right round. So this is the start of things happening for the shed, and then we'll see what we can afford to do after this. We just need to chip away at it. But there'll be a nice slant down to, there's a drain under the shed there, and that'll take all the water away, and hopefully there'll be no puddles. And we'll need to put a duct in so that we can put power under the ground to the shed and water, so no, we can't forget about water and the power. So that the shed gets water and of course some electricity. But I really want that shed down, the roof down, because it's going to fall. Alrighty folks, so the well anticipated working out of the competition. How many did you guess? All over the place. There was quite a lot during that video, and I thought I was doing pretty damn well at not saying it. Although I was saying it quite a bit. So, I also say that a lot, so I'll need to try and stop that. Anyway, the grand total of A or E or M or whatever, when I was having my brain fart moments trying to think about what I'm trying to say, was 29. And only one person got it right. And his name, well, I've already gave it away as it's a he. Or I'm presuming it's a he. It might be a man, she. You never know these days. Anyway, it was Connor or Ronald McDonald, Ronald McDonald, Connor McDonald, Ronald McDonald. But Connor McDonald in the comments was the name, along with a few different weird numbers at the end. But well done, Ronald, you done well. I'll get you organised with your hoodie soon enough. We'll get your size and whatever colour you want. So well done you. Anyway, I'll fill us up with diesel and get to slurry, because that's what I'm up to now. I really want that down, and it's happening later in the week. But for now, they're going to be concreting around the corner on Wednesday, so it's going to be a little bit more delayed getting that done. While I'm waiting on that filling with diesel, I'll show you this roof. So as you can see, it is a low, dull bugger of a place. The biggest issue now is measuring this distance, which is approximately the width of the 140, and the gutter sticks out a fair bit as well, so a big tall wagon is going to be fine, but it's the width of the big tall wagon that might be the issue if it scratches along that. But I dare say we could put a plastic gutter in instead, and then we'll have a proper gutter right down alongside this shed here, and it'll stop raining in here and all going down the slats and filling up our slurry stores, which is a gigantic pain in the hole. So these are heifers that have been brought in, and they are going to be calving in November, December roughly. This is the section of roof it's still sitting okay, but it's pretty dodgy. So the spar between there and there has come out and fell, well, snapped basically. So all of this is to come down, and job will be a good one after that. No more risk. It is a very old shed roof. Swaps up the back there, so this is actually an extension on the end of the shed here Dad put on. Well, it would have been my grandpa at the time, but the original shed's there, so there's concrete. So there are concrete beams up to the middle and down, and then the add-on was all these metal H-beams to the end of the shed here. So that was the extension. So this is actually the better part of the shed here, but this part of the shed is a restriction for your wagon size and tractor size. So really looking forward to getting it down, and then that will really help the air going into this shed here for the cattle, because as you can see, the main lot down there are all standing outside because they love it out there, because it's nice and cool, and they all fight for beds in this shed. See, they love the big airy shed here. Oh, this will be concreted. Mainly the track down to the shed and round the corner. So these parts here are getting cement that's got fibre through it, so that's like for high traffic, so that it lasts longer, you know. It keeps the concrete, it's basically toughens it up. Reinforced concrete without the rebar. Obviously reinforced concrete's better, but that's for that. We're in there for high traffic, so and then the rest will get cheaper cement, concrete, whatever, at the time. And then that will mean that round there will be all nice and clean and easy kept clean, because it is a bit of a shithole at times. And that's the start of the shed. So there's going to be 2 ducts going from this side of the farm into the big shed as well, and that's for the electricity and the water. So that'll be all done in due course. So much going on here right now, I can't keep track. Can't believe that's me just getting back to the slurry. It's been so long. Fortunately, the tractor's just been abandoned here. Walter, come on. Good boy. Oh dear, good boy. But you can see where I've been. Look at what that slurry does. Jesus. Let's hope this tractor starts. Surely she will. Surely she will. Oh yes, the faithful stars. It's absolutely smashing. Get her fired up high. Not got much left of this field to do, to be fair, but I couldn't finish it, so. Hey, so anyway guys, that's all for today's video. There's quite a lot going to be happening. So I'll try and keep you all updated in due course. Yeah, that is all for today's video. Thank you for tuning in to DrewTube, not drooning into DrewTube. Tuning in to DrewTube. That's all from me. In my stuttering ways, good night. Goodbye.